What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Celebrate or not, I still want you to have a Merry Christmas. And I just want to let you know we're going to have our Yule log stream going. You might think, what is that? Well, it's just a live stream of some funny memes and stuff like that. But it's also a place for you to get together and talk. We also have our Discord. We have, obviously, our members Discord, but we have an open Discord, which I'm going to link in the description below. I don't want anyone to be alone over these next couple days. That's why I'm going to work. So I work Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day I'll be around in the chat. And also we'll be right back to work on Thursday. But Trump is getting in some Christmas trolling as the left continues to melt down. Trump's FCC had now sent a warning to Disney. The talk around purchasing Greenland has the media melting down. Obviously, the Panama Canal, which we talked about yesterday. Trump is having a lot of fun. It's like he's going off in so many directions that there's no way the media can pick just one thing to be upset about. So it's wild. It's absolutely wild to me. So let's look at some of today's topics. Let's lead with the FCC one because I do think this one is particularly spicy. Trump's FCC nominee sends Disney a warning letter over ABC. President-elect Trump's pick to chair the FCC sent CEO Bob Iger a letter warning that he would be monitoring ABC's negotiations with local stations to ensure they can serve, quote, local communities. What he's saying there, if you read between the lines, hey, we're not going to be letting any biased nonsense fly here. Now, this does get into a little bit of the territory of like, hey, let's not have like state-run media. But there's also stuff where these people will go out of their way to deceptively edit things like that. And that obviously is not okay. And so I don't have any problem with the FCC enforcing that. I just want to be careful that we don't go too far into having, have to receive White House permission for everything. The so-called letter said, quote, as you know, affiliate agreements establish contractual terms that govern many features of ABC's relationship with dozens of licensed local broadcast TV stations across the country. Carr wrote in the letter, posted on social media platform X by CNN's Brian Stelter. Carr noted that these deals would include the rights to ABC's Good Morning America, World News Tonight with Dave Muir, NFL football, and Jimmy Kimmel's Late Show, setting the terms for how much local outlets pay for the ABC content. Carr cited reporting that some ABC affiliate agreements were set to expire by the year's end without new deals, and he suggested local viewers could pay the price. My understanding is that ABC is attempting to extract onerous fees, financial fees, and operational concessions from local broadcast TV stations under the threat of terminating long-hold affiliations, which could lead to results in blackouts and other harms to local consumers of broadcast TV news and content. I want you to know that I will be monitoring the outcome of your ongoing discussions with local broadcast TV stations to ensure that those negotiations enable local broadcast TV stations to meet their federal obligations to serve the needs of their local communities. A fair agreement would do just that. I 100% agree with this kind of stuff. Like, look, I've had enough of, oh, well, we're going to rob you of your local sports game so that we can squeeze more money out of this, out of Disney or out of the NFL or out of the, and then the same will go for news, for example. If they start cutting off the news on people to try and negotiate people, in particular, local news, which actually still serves some purpose. Where I live, our local news is relatively unbiased, and it gives me important information about what's going on in my state. The issue is, now I did pay extra. I'm in a new construction home. They don't put TV antennas on many houses anymore. We did install a TV antenna in the attic to make sure just in case, but a lot of people's only access to, TV would be through like Hulu or YouTube Live TV or things like that. And that's also then their only access to local news. So, if they start screwing with that, Disney owning Hulu, you screw with people's ability to get their local news. Now, also, here you have President-elect Trump wants to again rename North America's tallest peak. This is just everything he's doing is setting these people into a meltdown. Former President Barack Obama changed the official name to Denali in 2015 to reflect the traditions of Alaska natives, as well as the preferences of many Alaska residents. The federal government in recent years has endeavored to change place names considered disrespectful to Native people. There isn't a single person alive that is quote-unquote native anymore. Denali is a Athabascan word meaning the high one or great one. A prospector dubbed the peak Mount McKinley after President William McKinley, who had never been to Alaska. So what? That name was formally recognized by the U.S. government until Obama changed it to make good PR headlines. So Trump's going to undo that. I 110% support it. This is nope. It's Denali, Democratic Senator State Kawasaki posted on social media's platform last night. I don't care. I don't think anybody in Alaska actually really cares about this. There may be some actual native tribes there that feel some connection to it, but it was actually never named Denali. It was always named Mount McKinley. So I don't know why you're acting like suddenly this is some sort of affront to your native heritage when for basically all of your life, it's been known as Mount McKinley. It's crazy talk. It's fake outrage. Of course, the media now fear-mongering. Major international, wait till you see this meltdown I got coming up too. Major international crisis, much more likely in Trump's second term, says his ex-national security advisor. Yeah, I don't think so. Again, these people are so wild with their lies. Like, okay, maybe that's true. It's possible. But also I would argue that it's probably them just saying that because, the guy was president for 4 years. And it was pretty peaceful. Now, he's throwing out, obviously, the Greenland stuff. The New York Times having a meltdown. Trump's wish to control Greenland and Panama Canal. Not a joke this time. First of all, the Panama Canal is very clearly a negotiating tactic. I doubt he really wants to take it away or take control. However, the United States built that canal. And then we sold it to Panama for $1, along with giving them their sovereignty. I would have no issue whatsoever with the U.S. taking over control of the Panama Canal and paying Panama for it. You can pay them the $100 billion or whatever they say it's worth. Fine. I don't care. United States owns that now. Now we can impose actual screening for millions of fentanyl pills and all sorts of other nonsense that flows through there from China. Also, China has indicated they want some sort of control of it. So now it's become a more pressing issue. Trump is threatening to take over the Panama Canal, which Panama owns outright, stomps foot. They own it outright because of a ridiculous deal by, I believe, Jimmy Carter to sell it to them for $1. The United States foolishly gave it away during the Carter administration, and China now has expanded its influence on the canal. More than half of the ships that travel through the canal are headed to or from American ports. But the United States does not own control of the shortcut between the Pacific and Atlantic. Here's what you need to know. Obviously we know in 1914 when it opened, after a U.S.-backed secession of the land, and we paid for all of that, right? So, again, we never should have given it to them in the first place. That should have been like, you can have your sovereignty, but you don't control this canal, period. But the left is melting down so hard. Look at this cope. This cope from moron David Packman. You're about to witness a legendary level of gaslighting.
Donald Trump has started to publicly turn on Elon Musk.
No, he hasn't.
Stunning.
Shave your face, dude. I know you can't grow a beard, so get that pube face. Handle that pube face, bro.
The audience at this AmFest Turning Point Action event in Phoenix, Arizona. It's funny. Someone texted me on Friday.
He's about to cope that he wasn't invited.
And said, hey, David, are you going to be at AmFest? Because I'd love to meet up. And I said, they would not invite me to.
Why were there any lefties there anyway?
And said, look, they.
By the way, I completely doubt that story. I'd be willing to bet you it's a complete lie. Nobody ever thought David Packman would be at AmFest. So why would somebody ask him, hey, are you going to be there? I'd love to meet up. He just made that up.
Invited Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. That's true. I was not invited to AmFest, nor did I consider going.
His teeth are
I
pretty
spent
yellow
the weekend
for,
cooking
you know,
and
I know what you're
unpacking
saying.
boxes. Okay, which, by the way, I think was a much better experience than going to AmFest.
Oh yeah,
so listen,
you're so cool.
if the whole President Musk thing were not bothering Donald Trump, he wouldn't have brought it up twice.
He made an off-the-cuff joke on like what was probably an hour on stage or whatever. And so the left is like, oh my God, Trump's melting down. Every major news media colluded and ran this story of President Elon. So of course Trump saw the headlines. Of course Trump addressed it. And he made a joke. He wasn't melting down about it. And by the way, I'm pretty sure he immediately then went on to praise Elon Musk and praise Doge. This is a galactic cope.
At AmFest, to clarify, I'm in charge, not Elon. I'm really the one in charge. Here is the first time Trump brought it up, saying, people are talking about me ceding the presidency to Elon. No, that's not happening. What does this mean? It means
he's making
Trump
a joke.
is furious.
No, he isn't.
And terrified. Listen to this.
They think he's furious. Dude, this is galactic cope. This is a joke.
Create the new Department of Government Efficiency headed by Elon Musk.
If he was so worried about Elon, do you think he'd be giving him this shine?
Uh-oh, is this cheer a little too loud?
No, he doesn't care. He said it to get the cheers, moron.
And no, he's not taking the presidency. I like having smart people. You know, they're on a new kick. Russia, Ukraine, all the different...
All he's doing is, obviously Trump watches the news.
President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk.
Packman acts like that isn't what every major news media outlet has been pushing. I mean, Don Lemon tried to push that too and got hilariously roasted.
No, that's not happening.
He cut out the part where he made a joke. Oh no, David Packman. Oh, do we have a leftist being dishonest? Oh, sure, dishonorable.
You know, the audience reaction is not exactly convincing me that the audience buys it.
Are you on crack? He cut out the joke.
And they flooded it with Starlink, and it was so good. It saved a lot of...
He cut out the point where he makes a joke. This guy is such a loser. All right, how about this? Don, dude, I can't do my own Google searches. Geez, I wonder. Oh my God. Oh my, David Packman would never lie. He would never lie. Let's see here. Does this seem like a mad guy to you? Here.
Months ago. Don't we want that?
Here.
But Elon's done an amazing job. Elon Musk.
Here's the actual clip.
No, that's not happening.
He cut out the crowd laughing at that.
But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on?
Yes, it is.
Don't we want that? He's done a great job.
He's done a great job. And
I'll
then
tell you, he landed that rocket a few months ago. It landed. It's coming down so fast.
here he's
17,000 miles an hour.
practically
He says
glazing
it's
him.
Coming down. It looks like it's getting ready. And then all of a sudden, the jets go on. It slows it down. Then it's almost stopped it. And it guides it over left, right, up, high, down. I said, what the hell's going on? Because nobody ever saw this before. And then it has the big gantry, very expensive. It looks like it's going to be smashed to smithereens. And then those jet engines roared from the bottom. It's coming in this way, a little hot. And the engines, pushed it straight and landed. And it was like you're hugging a beautiful baby. Baby.
Oh, yeah, he seems real upset, David Packman.
Baby. But it was the most incredible thing. And then he got into his car and or plane or whatever, however he went, and he went to Pennsylvania, and he stayed up there for a month and helped us to win that state, which we won by a lot.
So I'm sorry, where is he? Is he mad?
And And he supplied Starlink for North Carolina when they had no...
Oh, yeah, he sounds so mad, doesn't he?
They
He
said,
sounds
"Sir,
so
do you know
mad.
Elon Musk?" Yeah. Well, we can't get Starlink. It's very hard to thank him. But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
He's joking, obviously. Losers. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.